Coming up this week on the Afro Journal.
I got her a necklace and I didn't want my dad to know, so he went to the store to pretend I didn't see it, but he was watching through the windows. I was buying his necklace.
Charlie boy was romantic in the beginning, buying his girl's necklace. I'm not a very direct toaster. Let me just say, I'm not like
he will come from the corners.
On the sidelines.
You told me that you quit your job to do this thing full time now. So this is started as a kind of like a light bulb moment during pandemic, and now it's like a full time. It's actually full time for me right now. And even just seeing Justin's growth in it, I told you Justin came into the WP as the awkward kid that was taking LPs. We're laughing about it now, but look at this boy. Step out of his comfort zone.
A whole businessman.
I got a cup. She give me top.
Ooh.
I break her back. She wants me back. Welcome back to the Afro Journal podcast. Oh my gosh. Cheese. Episode 33.
3-3.
The
Three square.
Triple threats.
Oh my, triple threat. I like that energy. Lucky number. Oh, your lucky number.
Not
okay.
mine. It's just lucky.
Okay.
It's an angel number. 33.
Okay. I get the vibes.
Angel number. I like it.
I get the vibes. Welcome back to the Afro Journals, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy, your guy at the top, your chef Pirero. You feel me? You're done that boy. Everything on top. Certified lover boy if you're not careful. It's your boy Peter Ikechukwu Chibuzo Aliogo Jr. Oh my gosh.
You already know who it is. Your brown skin, chocolate, melanine, Hershey kiss.
Okay.
Looking beautiful as ever. I said it right this time. We got here out representing our African heritage, our African roots.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Housewife vibes.
Jesus.
Not
housewife
that.
vibes.
Not that. I'm not a housewife ever. Period. Point blank. Bole Tesi Benakume.
Oh man, and you guys already know who it is. Peter said, "If certified lover boy, if you're not careful. If you're careful, I'm your certified lover boy. You know what it is. Your Igbo angel all the way from Abaliba Nanka, Anambra State, Nigeria.
Oh, shout out to my own village too.
Chisom Ejikeme Jeremiah Okafor.
Okay. Now, before we introduce our special guest today, I know he's excited. He's pumping because we've been lacking some diversity of West Africans in this podcast. But before we get into his own introduction, let me explain the proverb for last week. So last week's proverb was a fully grown tree cannot be bent into a walking stick. Basically, what it means is that if your foundation is strong, if you're steady and full and concise within yourself, you can never be shifted, you can never be bent, you can never be moved. So having confidence, fully and authentic confidence in yourself, from the foundation to the top of your head. You feel me? You cannot be. External forces cannot pressure you to make a decision that you don't want to make.
I feel you, fam.
You cannot be manipulated. You cannot be manipulated in any way, shape, or form. So have confidence in yourself, have self-belief, and have a little bit of ego. Straight facts.
I already feel more powerful.
What's that GRE word you learned about ego?
Huh?
What's that GRE word you learned about ego?
I don't know.
You don't remember? It's alright. We'll move on.
I don't remember.
Alright,
let's get right into this.
Now, man.
Huh?
I think I've been improving your English by now. But
bro, let me not break English for you right here. I don't want to bamboozle this podcast. Okay?
Scatter.
If I go to a certain type of elevation, oh my gosh, you guys
will be too much for us.
You won't cope.
You'll be too much for us.
Too much. Alright, let's get right into this episode, man, with a special guest today.
Yes.
He's our Charlie boy.
Charlie boy.
I go by
Charlie boy.
names. Call me the fire chief, the L taker,
the L
African
taker.
king, New Cross head chief. Amevor in the flesh. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
We love it, man.
Yeah.
Not L takers though. Just for being on this podcast, every L you've taken in life, you will never take an L again.
Amen. But I I'm loving this episode today. why I'm loving it today?
Why?
It's because of the diversity of West Africans we have here. We have the Nigerians, we have the Cameroonians, we have the Ghanaians now. Ooh, come on, West Africa represent
the trifecta.
Right. West Africa represents.
Top 3.
You know,
top 3.
Oh my God! This is what Wakanda looks like. This is what Wakanda looks like. This is it right here.
Just so everyone knows, this show was lacking something very, very critical, which was, a major flaw. So I had to come and correct it.
I'm dead.
We needed to bring the Ghanaians on. So now the show is complete.
We thank God. We thank God.
Oh man!
I don't think other West Africans will claim that it's complete because they're still missing a lot of other West African countries. You feel me?
Very true.
Like 16 West African countries, but it's alright.
We move.
We have the big ones, so it's fine.
We have the big ones. Oh my gosh, West Africans. I'm sorry, I'm sorry for the disrespect. But yeah, let's get right into this episode. We're going to, specifically be talking about his story. His inspirational story and what he's done in his life. But before we get into that, Justin, can you tell us who you are, basically?
Yeah, for sure. My name's Justin. I grew up in Worcester, Massachusetts. I met, y'all at our school, WPI, and really, I'm a software engineer. I be coding up sometimes, but really, the main thing I'm focusing on these days is starting my business, which is basically a breakfast catering / food truck.
Guy went from software engineer to baker. Oh my gosh. Variety.
But
man of many talents.
we move.
From the tech industry to solving world hunger. We love to see it, man. We love to see it. The man of many talents. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. On some people like Chisom Beard needs that 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 ability to shift.
It needs some talent.
It needs some talent.
You know what? Think about this beard. They say good things come to those who wait. Okay. This beard is waiting. So when it does come out to flourish, man. Oh my God! God, I hope you're listening to me talking right now. God, I hope you're hearing me. You can see what's happening to me here. I see my vein popping because of this. But it's alright. It is what it is. Peter, fuck you.
Alright, Justin. So you briefly mentioned that you came from, we are from Worcester, basically. Were you born in Worcester?
Yep, born and raised.
Okay, but we all know that you have immigrant parents from Ghanaian. How was that? How was that like growing up with Ghanaian parents?
I love my parents, but it's definitely an experience.
But
I'll say in general, we just have high standards. To focus on school, making sure that not getting into trouble. It wasn't a question in our household. I grew up with
not bringing girls into the house, say for me, daddy, here's my champagne papi girlfriend right here.
My Sherry Coco.
My parents were actually chill. I'll give a brief story. In like 5th grade, I had a girlfriend, one of those friends, pals, whatever. And my parents were mad chill. They took us to the mall one time. I got her a necklace. Really? And, I didn't want my dad to know, so he went to the store to pretend I didn't see it. But he was watching through the windows. I was buying his necklace. So they were chill. I had some I guess I don't know what you want to call it.
Charlie Boy was romantic in the beginning, buying his girl necklace.
Listen. I think I even have a coupon code.
I'm dying.
5th grade was a different time, man.
What's funny though? I feel like my parents were because the same thing in 5th grade. I had this girl that we knew we liked each other, but I would say she was officially my girlfriend. But we're kind of talking on that energy. But obviously you're children, you don't really
this
put a label
5th grade
on
energy, man. What?
But the funny thing though is I didn't have a phone at the time, but the girl had a phone and she wanted to talk to me on the phone. So I gave her my mom's number.
Oh no.
Wow. And she called my mom. My mom actually gave me the phone and I talked to this girl for 3 hours. When I gave my mom back the phone, her phone was hot. Remember all those flip phones?
Yeah.
Our phone was hot, And my mom was actually chill about it. She was just okay, what? And then she was now trying to get a little bit more interested. So I was like, maybe I should give my parents a little bit more credit when it came to the boy-girl interactions. In my head,
it was 5th grade though.
I won't lie to you.
Yeah, honestly, it was 5th grade as well.
I won't lie to you. During that period of time, I was kissing my sister's friends.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was.
Your older sister or your younger sister?
My older sister's friends.
In primary 5.
In primary 5, bro.
Okay, Peter was looking for a sugar mommy.
I was shooting my
sugar mom.
Yo, you teach us, man. Right up.
I was shooting my.
Teach us your skills,
No.
bro.
No. This was just young people.
Look at this child whore.
Actually, young Peter was a son. I just like when you think about all these little things. I was moving mad. You feel me? I was actually moving mad. What was I doing kissing girls that were older than me? You feel me? I was just like, Well, you know
what dudes racking up on you.
You know what you put like.
I was a sweet little girl. Okay. I just went to school. I did my thing. I came home. None of y'all crazy shit like you guys.
nothing like Peter here. Peter,
it's probably because boys have a lot of freedom, but I didn't have freedom. I was just a sneaky bitch. You feel me? I was always in the shadows.
So you know the funny thing, I actually feel you though, because I'm not exposing myself right now. Maybe when I grow a little bit older, I can expose myself. But yo, there were some funky things I did in primary school that was like, wow, like at your age,
going to the back of class, smooching a girl, like, oh, give me a kiss.
Like I never kissed in primary school though.
I definitely kissed in primary school, bro. I definitely kissed.
Peter's wild.
I never went down, but Peter's on there,
a different breed.
Different levels.
Yeah. I would say it was a different level. I was just, you know when you're, like I said, I've always been an active shooter. You feel me? And like when you're an active shooter, you get you strike out sometimes, but you get a lot of misses. You feel me? But sometimes you just get it right in the head. You feel
right in the head, right
exactly.
there. Oh, exactly. I mean, respect, bro. Respect.
But I would never have told my parents. I never told my parents anything about all this. All my experience. It was like I said, I was in the shadow realms. All right. So Justin, you talked about well, you didn't really go into details because I know what growing up in an African parent really like feels like. Can you just go, right deep into that?
The main thing was just focus on school. Hey, I didn't miss school.
Yeah.
That 1 year even had perfect attendance, man. They'd be like, sick? No, it's school.
No sick days, man.
No sick days. School, fly to school, whatever happened, I was just in school. Not that I was the best student, but they just focused on education.
No going to Ghanaian churches or anything like that. Like, how were your weekends like, Did you play football, like what's up?
I played soccer like all other Ghanaians out here. Mm-hmm. We actually went to a white church. That was interesting.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, we were in at 10:30, out of 11:30, and on with the rest of it.
Yeah, because Africans be they like wasting time. 3-hour church services.
Oh my god.
I don't miss that.
Except on Easter. On Easter, we'd go to like our cousin's church, and hey, whatever time we got there, the testimonials will just be
as the spirit leads
to like 2 p.m.
Facts. I don't miss that.
Service may start at 3.
Don't be in church for 6 hours.
Guy, the funny thing is that they always say this. I want to start rounding up. Let me start rounding up. And when they say that, it's like they still have like 3 hours left. Let me start rounding up. I think it was bad.
And going to our church, it was calm, but like I low key wish I went to like African church because no drums, no music. I go to my friend's church. And
the vibes are different.
Yeah,
it'll be lit. I'd be like besides the time, it was lit. So
is there a reason why you guys only went to a white church? Because you said you're Worcester native. Worcester is home to so many Ghanaians. Like why?
Yeah.
Well, for one, like we went to a Presbyterian church. My parents went to a Presbyterian church in Ghana, and I think even my dad, like, honestly had beef with someone at the Presbyterian church here in Worcester. So we went to the Worcester Presbyterian church. I don't really know the specifics, but he just wasn't with all the rah-rah shit. I don't know.
All the rah-rah.
Rah-rah. That's bad that you called the way they sing music, the energy, rah-rah.
He just wasn't with it. My dad's antisocial. Yeah.
Okay.
And I kind of get it from him. So.
Okay. So was making friends difficult for you in, your
high school,
primary school, secondary school? High school for you, basically, middle school, whatever Americans call that shit.
Definitely, I would say like I was a quiet kid. Like I didn't talk to people like that and friends. Like definitely like elementary school. I remember I had a best friend that he had like a lot of friends, right? So it was just like damn. And it was cool having him, but then it'd be like, oh, like who's that quiet kid like sitting behind you? And you know, people. I was just like some skinny black kid just sitting in class.
I'm
like,
dead.
You know, I felt that awkward all the time. But like I broke out of my shell like a bit later, but certainly like through elementary, middle school, like I never felt like I had like a best friend, right? You know how people could say like, oh, this is my person here, like you know, this is who I vibe with. Like I didn't really start getting that group until. And it's actually funny. So our school is lazy, right? So they organized the homerooms by alphabetical order. So me being A, all the Africans were in the same homeroom.
I'm dying.
So after that they started doing that in 5th grade, and since or like 6th grade around then, and after that, you know, we started clicking, just being around all you know, people similar to me, because that's a big thing with me. Like I just connect best with like, you know, other black people or just like other people that have shared experience with me. So you know, once I started like connecting with them, like, you know, I started to find my group and like, you know, felt more comfortable in school.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'm able to vibe with anyone because of, you know, I'm not saying that I've always been curious about the outside. I've always been curious about the outside world, basically, and you know, coming from, you know, but in Nigeria, there's no other fucking, and everyone is black, everyone is Nigerian, you know. So there was no experience of like, you know, meeting Asian people, black people, I mean African American people, white people, you know, Latino people. So until I came to the United States, and the whole thing, my core issue was mixing with the American kids, but I could, you know, vibe with the immigrant kids, you know, the people that, you know, the immigrant students, so like the Asians, the, you know, Latinos, so that like, and like all the mix of culture and stuff, like also explaining our similarities and stuff. That's the way I was able to connect with them. So yeah, that's personally what you know. I kind of understand your situation there.
Even for me, it was like I think I can mix with different kind of people, like different kinds of people, because I have different kinds of friends, right? But for the most part, I still need to have my wherever I am, even if I'm in Antarctica, I still need to have my Nigeria guy. Not even just Nigeria, but like my Nigerian guys, my African guys, and then I can have my other friends as well. You know, just to balance it and bring a bit, you know, a different kind of spice to my life. But I still need my core. That's just the way I am. So that's why like things are a bit awkward for me at first. But then once I kind of like balance into my shell, I'm like, okay, I have my territory. I've laid my roots or spread my roots, so I'm good now.
Right, like I'm pretty similar. Like, you know, I could connect with multiple people, but like again, like the main people I connect with are just people who have like shared experience. And not to say like, you know, it's not like, oh, you know, I can't vibe with this person, but you know, I just connect the most with the people that you know are around me.
There's more comforting, comfortable for you. That's crazy. I actually need to find more like friends outside my black friends, because literally I can't name a white friend I have. I really can't. All my friends are black.
I mean,
I think you have Hispanic.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But that's crazy. That's wild. I mean, literally all my friends from high school in the US, like only one of them is black, and he's been on the podcast. You know, Obi. He was the only black friend I had in high school. The rest were all white. Majority of them were white, and a lot, and also a few Asians there too as well. So I'm a chameleon basically. I can, you know, mix with any group.
Hey, for 2 years, like I was in a fraternity, and I was around a lot of different people. God. So
you know what?
I got experience working with a bunch of people.
So let's just transition to that right now. So, you know, you're a senior right now, right? You're feeling, you know, you're making a decision on which college you're going to go to. Like, do I want to go to, like, you know, Arizona State, a party, you know, school,
ASU.
you know, go crazy, you feel me? Do I want to go to MIT and, you know, structure my life, you know, guaranteed $100,000, you know, salary and stuff like that? Or do I want to go to WPI? That's just close to me. What's your decision, Justin?
Alright, so I'll take you through my head. So me being a senior, I was like, I'm gone. I'm packing my bags and I'm going the farthest place I possibly can.
Vamusin. Don't win.
The one, like I was looking at engineering because my brother had influenced me too, right? So my brother was also went to the school I went to, but I'm getting to. He went because he wanted to go, or I don't even know why he went, but he went to the But for me, I didn't know how exactly I even found it. I don't remember, but like I looked at Penn State and I really wanted to go there. I even visited the college and it was lit. They had a Chick-fil-A on campus. I was sold. I and this was before Chick-fil-A was hip, you know, like before mad people had it. Like I'd visit in the South, and I was like, "Yo, there's a Chick-fil-A up here. I'm going."
I'm going.
The other schools I was looking at really was UMass Amherst, and then WPI was my third choice because my brother had gone there. And what happened was I had gotten my acceptance to WPI first. And my parents at that point were like, "Hey, you got in, right? So you going? When you signing?" I was just like, wait. Like, let's wait till we get the other letters. This is again. We're bringing it back to the strict parents with education. They're like, why? WPI is a good school, engineering. You're going. I was like, what? Isn't this me? Like, isn't this a conversation? And I was like, nah. So that was like a conversation for a bit. This was probably, I would say, like in my life, I would say this was probably like the biggest like situation or like issues me and my parents had, because I actually like I legitimately wanted to go to Penn State at the time, and I eventually it was like, all right, whatever, like I'll go to WPI, but at the time, it was kind of just like a little bit of tension here and there between them. So I was like,
you're like, Mom, fuck you, Mom. You were like, fuck you, Mom, fuck you, Dad.
Oh, you like that? I'm not crazy like that.
You get eaten alive.
You were just saying that. You were just saying it.
I'm Ghanaian, so
yeah,
right.
Like you were just saying it at the back of your head, just little, like just a little bit.
Nah, Peter, you're the wild one, man. I don't even fathom it, because if you think it, they'll hear it.
I think I even remember. I even have, bro. My parents, like, they're chill, but they don't play games either. Like, I remember they dropped me off at school like once during this like whole argument time, and I just like I wouldn't say slam the door, but I just closed it.
Just a little too hard.
A little bit too hard, right? I didn't even think much of it. Day goes by, I come home, I'm thinking I'm playing like Mario Kart, like I'm chilling. Dad comes up to my room, and that's the crazy thing, right? Because I live on the second floor, and my dad's on the first floor. So if he ever comes up, it's something happened.
Yeah.
And he's already like, "Hey, so you're trying to disrespect me, huh? You don't respect my property. You want to walk to school?" I was like, "Bro, that was hours ago."
So the car is not your car. There was that saying that, the car is not your car. This is not your house. I should leave this house for you, Abby.
I was like, what do these people want with me? Can I go? Can I stay? Like, dang. It was just a lot.
Yeah, that African parents,
they be bugging.
The utmost respect. You can't be doing any slight, like you can't be doing some microaggressions with them at all.
I used to say my family runs like a business.
Huh?
I used to say my family runs as a business because, hey, we all do our thing. My parents would go to work, we go to school, we'd come home, say, hey, what's up, and that's it.
And that's it. No, I feel that.
Wow. I mean,
my family was a bit different, man.
Yeah, mine was different, man.
Y'all had
involved in every new credo.
Everyone went and got their own meals on their own time.
That's crazy. I mean, we did that.
That's quite wild.
We did that, but we always also tried to eat together because my dad was so busy. You feel me? And we tried to just eat together. Plus, on the weekends is when I on the
weekends
we hang out together. I call my mom. I say, "Mom, come play football with me, mommy. Come play football with me." When my dad goes swimming, we all go join him into the swimming pool.
Yeah. So did your dad ever back you, and then he'll be swimming when he'll try to teach you how to swim, and then you'll be on his back. He'll be swimming. He did that for me, man.
My dad is the father to my dad. My
dad have that life.
Let me just quickly say this story. My dad is the kind of person that will say, okay, he will teach you how to swim in the shallow end, then he'll carry you
and
throw you in the deep end. That's what my dad did for me, bro. He was like, go touch that wall and come back. Put me in the middle. He put someone in the middle. Say, go touch it. You're not coming back to the shallow end. Go touch that deep end wall right there. Oh my gosh. That's how I let her swim.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, no wonder your dad sent you to military school, man.
Oh my god.
Oh man, no, my dad was very calm. The only lie he told me was maybe things like, if you swallow the seed of an orange, the orange will grow
in your head
inside
or
your
whatever.
stomach, in your head. I know that, just to make you not to swallow seeds so that your appendix is fine. But that was it. But he never really he would throw me to the deep end or anything. He would literally carry me through the whole situation.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right. So
but Justin.
Okay, yeah, Chisholm, go ahead.
So you pretty much gave up Chick-fil-A for your parents' authority. Very, very difficult decision. I feel you, bro. But I just want to pivot. Like, let's not spend too much time on this. But like, the decision to do engineering, right? Was that you that came up to that by yourself? Was it your parents' influence? Was it your brother? Like, how did you come to that decision to do engineering?
So I'll say, it was African choice. It was like pharmacy, lawyer, engineer.
Yeah,
so
African choice. Long
story short, I came to engineering, but also I'll say I was heavily influenced by my brother because he was civil engineering.
Yeah.
So I even originally I was thinking of doing civil engineering.
You're gonna join me, boy?
I was thinking about it.
But I was also mechanical too. I just want to say this. Anytime I say civil engineering,
is it chemical?
I just want to say I was also mechanical. I had a double major. Just an easy flex.
I'm dying.
The double engineer. I'm not just one. I'm 2 engineers, fam.
Yeah.
2.
For me, I just didn't want to. Like, I have yet to take a physics class. So I was like, hey, I'm not doing any of these math intensive chem eng was a dub, but.
It's not easy.
I was like civil, but then I was like, hey, I like computers. Like, that was the thing. Like, I always liked technology. My parents were always just like, hey, you want this new gadget, this, and this. So I was just like, okay. And they always asked me to fix their TV, right? Like, hey, set this up and set up my phone. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm good with computers. Gosh. I did computer science. That was pretty much it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I also had like a novice view of computer science and stuff. I didn't know what it really entailed, but my dad was pushing me into that direction. I was like, yo, like CS. My dad knows so much.
Your dad knew what was up, man.
My dad
knew what was up.
My dad has basically been the constructor in my life. You know what I mean? He's been like the person that like say go this way. Me not knowing it, I was like, okay, I'll go this way. You know what I mean? So it was until the sophomore year that I started to push back. I was like, okay, I'll do my own thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's quite interesting that, a lot of African kids relate to what your situation basically.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A lot of African kids. And so Justin, we get into WPI. You enter campus. How was that? How was it like getting to know that? Because I know that, like you said, your brother was part of WPI previously. During the same time as you. So just explain you entering WPI and like how you finalized your freshman year and stuff like that. Like, did you make any friends? Was there any groups? Was there any side things? Side things? What's the Charlie boys say?
The babes, the guys' eyes opened a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so like after the battle with my parents had ended, we had conceded with that like I was gonna get to stay on campus. So I was hyped. It's a 10-minute drive from my house, but whatever. And I think the biggest thing that helped for me was that I did like a summer pre-orientation program called Connections at our school, but that was really just for all of the like underrepresented communities to link up and get like resources, and that's where I met Bull, but also a bunch of other people in like our friend group for our year class 2020, and those are people like I literally still talk to all the time. So without that, like that friend group really helped and pushed me and like got me comfortable, because by the end of like that orientation program I felt like very comfortable with them, and I felt like really good moving into like college.
You were like,
Actually, I even have the letter I wrote. Like, it's even here somewhere on this desk. Yeah. And like, Bowles even mentioned specifically. Like we were tight. Like all of us.
We were best friends.
Wow.
And then you started hating me, but it's fine.
Wait, you wrote a letter to Bowles. Wait, hold on. You can't just skip past that. Hold on, wait.
Yeah,
what did you even say in that letter? Something about you said some crazy shit.
You're
something about having God watch over me because they're like people who want to see my downfall. Something like that.
What?
Maybe
I was giving you some African
something like that.
When I was 18, I didn't know what I was talking about.
Nigga was
trying to be cool.
He was trying to be philosophical. With the is that
philosophical
English.
Hey, I have her here.
GRE.
You have the letter.
Period.
What did you say?
What did I say about Bull? I said, give me a second.
Bole,
always protect Bull. She will get lost without you.
Hey. Who are you writing this to?
Yeah, I was just
No, they were letters we wrote to ourselves that we were supposed to read at in 4 years or something.
Oh, I'm fucking
But they lost
dead.
it, so we got it like a few months ago.
Yeah.
So wait, is Bole lost?
No, she was cool.
Okay.
I think I got lost. I think I got lost. A little bit.
Got lost a little bit, but then Justin did not help to
For
find
a while,
out.
you had, you know,
He
you're
was lost
walking down the path, but you came back to us.
All right, so I like that. So obviously, this is where you met, you know, the organs at the top, you know, Chisom and Peter. How was your feeling meeting, you know, two majestic, you know, Nigerian males?
Not majestic.
Where did I meet y'all? Like DSU, I think.
Yeah.
I must have met y'all like through again, like there wasn't many people there. We went to a PWI, so like you know, once you spot someone, it's like, hey brother.
Yeah.
But nah, y'all were cool. Like you know, you were the year above us. Like I didn't really get to know y'all until later.
Yeah, until your sophomore year.
You're right.
Yeah.
But it was good, like getting to know like people outside of our year too, because you know you just want to engage in the community, especially as like you know I got into more extracurricular stuff. Like I appreciate y'all, you know, being up there, you know, paving the way, right? So thanks y'all.
Yeah, you know, confidence is what we bring.
We do what we gotta do. You know, we gotta pave the way for the next generation. That's what we had to do. I had to force Peter to pave the way too, because the road that Peter was paving was a muddy road.
Oh my god! It was
a muddy road. There was no asphalt on that road. I had to bring my guy back.
Continue.
I don't really knew Chisom as the dancer, because Chisom was cutting it up everywhere. You know, like, walking to a beat, and guys dancing. I didn't really get to know Peter much until the Miami trip.
Do you know what?
Y'all heard about it, but
I was always a silent killer. You know what I mean? I was always a silent killer. I'm just like, you know, I'll take my time. When I'm ready to strike, I'll strike.
You strike.
You know, but like with you, I mean, you know me that. Like, just imagine if you don't know me, you know, you think I'm a very quiet person. You feel me? I'll just be keeping it to myself. I won't say anything. I'll just like, oh, okay. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Then when you know me, you know that I have energy. You feel me? But like, I just thought that I don't know what it was. I was just. It's not if I was insecure about like talking to you guys, talking to your set, but I just didn't know how to approach it, because all of you were all close together, and I was just like, bro, and like, plus you had a little bit of African Americans in that group. I was like, this energy, man, I don't know how to tackle it. You feel me? And plus, it's a group of all of you. I was like, yeah, man, I'm not about to look all funny, because you know, if I enter the group and I'm just talking to you guys, I'll just be, you know, looking weird as fuck. I was like, nah, man, I'm going to stay on my own, be chill. You feel me? Then you know, I'll meet each of you individually. That was my thought
pretty
process.
much same here. I was shy at first. Like I'm still shy. You know.
Retweet.
Yeah. I mean, like with these guys, honestly, to me, I was just very happy that they were in school, because this was like the largest number of black people that we've seen in WPI in 1 year. You know, in a while. So I was just like, damn, man. So in my head, it was low-key like damn, at least these guys are giving us a reason to do something in this school.
A reason to continue BSU.
You know, so let's do it. You know, let's do what we have to do. So I think connecting with them was pretty easy, because I already knew Alea pretty well even before she came to school. Yeah. Right. So obviously from her, I met like a bunch of you guys from there and there. But like, it was honestly, I would like to say, like, the mindset I had was mostly like this kind of like, I would say a father figure, but
so he's always having hierarchy along in his head. He's always having hierarchy in his head.
It's not hierarchy. It's just more like, no, in my head, I was just like, I literally call these guys kids all the time. I used to piss them off. I was like, but like, in my head, I was just like, oh yeah, like these are my guys, you know, like these are like not my babies, but they're my almost babies.
Fam, relax. You're 1 year older.
Yeah, I mean, I did get that. Like, just imagine. I was thinking in my head, just imagine Andy calling me his son. I'll just like, Andy, I'll slap you. Are you okay?
Oh, why you calling that's the thing. Not everyone can do it, fam. Peter, that's the thing. Not everyone can do it. Very few
so
of
you're
us
saying
can actually
that
do it.
you're saying that Andy can't do it? Is that what you said?
Andy can't do it, fam.
Okay.
Andy can't do it, fam. Okay, he's not cut from the same cloth.
Okay, all right.
I'm a Ninja boy.
Hashtag new Afro journal beef right there.
Not bad.
You know, and you have to subtweet him right now.
And they should call it and defend yourself.
All right. So yeah, so like you got into, you know, BSU. You met, you know, the beautiful Bole. You know, you met the majestic Peter and Chiso. So how was the whole college experience from, you know, freshman year to senior year? Was it a smooth transition? Any girl, you know, problems? You feel me? Any school problems? Any frat problems? You know,
talk about
any
your
social
clubs,
problems? Physical
what you were
problems?
involved in?
Exactly.
Hey, y'all asking for a bunch of questions.
Okay, how about we start from one thing? You mentioned extracurriculars. Like, can you tell us a little about that? How that has shaped you, helped you throughout college?
Yeah, I'll probably say that was the biggest thing because as we said, like I met y'all, and the two biggest clubs I did was like BSU and NSB, the National Society of Black Engineers, which I'm actually still involved in as the Northeast chairperson with our Far Regional Conference coming up October 26th. Be there, B Square.
Augusta.
Okay. All right. Okay. We have at least we have a Afro Journal has a connection there, so you guys we might be a sponsor one day.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I mean, honestly, you gotta look for sponsors. We got you. Give us a few months. Let's just get the subscriber list up.
See that? We got it. But yeah, like so for even with Nesby, like I got put on the e-board like before the school year even started. Like that was what I was saying. My brother was in it, and then like the advisor knew me. She was like, "Oh, you gotta be in there." I was like, "Bet, I'm gonna be in it." And I was on the e-board through my junior year. Junior year I was the president. My sophomore year I was BSU events coordinator, and that was really fun because we got to plan a fashion show. Y'all remember? I'm sure.
Not a fashion show. The fashion show.
Oh, one of the fashion shows.
There were multiple good ones, but definitely the one that I was on the e-board for was my favorite.
The special one.
Cool.
Just so we can debate all this. Let's just.
It's alright. We'll debate all
opinions. Personal opinions.
We'll debate all later. It's alright.
But yeah, no, definitely just like again, that's what I'm saying. Like the community thing was huge for me because like being in Nesby and being in BSU, being in ASA, being an engineering ambassadors, like just being around people that share interests with me always just kept me more motivated. And I was busy too, right? Like I was in a bunch of meetings and people. I get the question like, yo, like you're failing these classes, chill out, like don't go to these meetings. And it's like, nah, like I like being busy, like it helps me stay more focused. Not that I was really feeling classes like that, but I was a bit busy, so maybe it played into it a little.
But you said oh, sorry, Peter, go.
I was just going to say this brief statement. The funny thing about me is that the more I got busy, the better I got at school. Funny enough.
Exactly.
Like I was
at first, like I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, for me, I think. I mean, I was always definitely very busy, but like I think. But yeah, you're right. Because freshman year I thought I was busy, but then I look back and I was really not busy.
Yeah, freshman year I didn't do shit.
I was really not busy. But then my grades weren't that great. But then the more I got involved, I feel like the more I got more into my elements. I feel like being busy, like being part of the community played into that.
Yeah.
So my grades obviously automatically got better as well. I had like a better group, understood. I got a bit more mature as well, so I was able to manage my time better. So that definitely played a huge role into it.
Shout out to WPI.
Shout out to WPI. Yo, but Justin, you said that you were part of a frat though, right? What kind of led you into one, wanting to join a frat, and then two, being in a how's that
PWI? Yeah, so as I said, I was a follower, y'all. But I gone into college knowing I wanted to be in a frat because one, I would say the biggest reason was my brother was in a frat. It's same school. He was in a different frat than the one I joined. But I was like, oh, this seems sick. You get like a whole group of friends automatically. You just have to pay for it.
I'm dead.
But like, yes, I like wanted to go to a frat. So like at our school, like our second term, like we had the house tours. And I think it was the first house I saw. Like it was just the coolest house to me. And it was not that nice, but the house was really cool. So I was like, oh, this would be a cool place to live. And then I also just connected with the people there. Like my best friend there. Like we both played soccer. Like we were big FIFA fans. So from that, like I eventually I was able to get in. And also my other big friend there. It was funny too, cause when I joined, there were 3 black people, and I joined like at the end of before winter break, like a week before winter break. By the time we returned from school, it was just me.
Damn.
So
just imagine being the only black boy
in the whole frat.
Oh my god.
Oh, you.
The composite was not colorful. I'll tell you.
Were you like, what's up, dude? Yeah, bro.
The thing is, dudes didn't even tell me. I pull up after break, and I'm like, yo, where y'all at? And just me, like, so that was a bit of a curve.
Yeah.
And I ended up dropping out like before my senior year, partly because of financial reasons, partly because my interests were going a different way. That it also brings me to another funny point too, that like I also didn't even know really HBCUs, but also like black fraternities existed. Like
Me neither.
College.
Me neither.
Like I think I even found out like junior year.
Yeah.
And I was that was like a huge decision, because even going to college, like even in high school, I was like, oh, I'd like to join a frat because I saw my brother in one. And if I had known there were black frats, like it would have probably played a bigger decision into the school I went.
Yeah.
But things worked out. So
basically, you're just a sacrifice generation, and the future generations will benefit, from your exposure and your mistakes. Yeah. So it's fine. It's fine. Me personally, I never wanted to join a frat. Never had the interest. I was like, why the fuck will I? In my head, I was like, why the fuck will I pay money?
Yeah, that's the kicker. That's the kicker.
Huh?
I think the biggest thing that gets caught people with the money, but like I don't know. There's pluses and cons to it, because I was like, I like the commodity, and like if you and a bunch of things with people who are in frats, like usually the money isn't a barrier, but like for us, it can be. But I think there's pros and cons to it. Like again, having those friends is helpful, but
that's very helpful.
But I will question you on the having those friends, because the realistic thing is that you just have few friends within that set group of friends, if that makes sense. Because of me personally, I was cool with a lot of people that were in frats. Sometimes a group of guys just in one specific frat, I'll be cool with them. But I can't just say that I'm cool with. I'd rather have that kind of situation than just be like part of one organization, if that makes sense. And plus that culture of like, white frat boys, it's not for me, bro. After being through, high school in Florida, I was like, that energy isn't for me. Like, I can't be myself. You know what I mean? And plus, I'll clash with those niggas because they'll just say some wild shit. I'll slap the fuck out of them, and you know what I mean? We'll start fighting. But like,
exactly. Like just one small example.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't drink beer. So it was just like a cultural difference.
Yeah. If you look and think about it, I'm usually friends with Americans who are either first generation or second generation Americans. Like very, very rarely am I friends with someone who is just has no connection to their culture. You know what I mean? Because I literally can't relate. I mean, some Caesar, Salvador, all those guys were all like first generations Americans basically. So moving on. Let's talk about another topic, your relationships. How were your side things or your main things? You feel me during
the goals,
during your the UPIPA? Because I know
I was a skinny black kid.
Oh my god!
But you were tall though.
Just growing out your dreads.
You were tall though.
Oh, the dreads. Oh yeah, that time, man. Justin's hair was a struggle.
What was that, like God. Senior year? You started that?
I didn't. No, I started my dreads like sophomore year.
I think you started it. I remember you trying to fix it during the Miami trip. So that was when I think you got like you were in your middle stages of the dread journey.
I think I just it was like the sophomore or junior year. Like going into junior year, I definitely had dreads, but like that summer or something. But hey, the relationships. I didn't have I'm telling you, I didn't get girls like that. Like y'all like not the. I don't even know what to say, man.
Like I was like, I didn't get girls like that, but
nah, because it was always, I don't know if y'all feel this, but I always was like the friend. If y'all know what I mean.
Oh, you were the friend zone.
I was the friend. I was always the friend.
I used to be like that.
The person that had a friend, or my best friends, always would be the ones getting girls. Like my best friend in high school would be the one to get all the girls. My best friend in college would be the one to get all the girls. And I just be here, and the girls would be talking to me like, yo, what's up with him? I was like, I'm asking, like I don't got nothing to do with that. Like go ahead.
I used to be like that, but I broke out of that, 9th grade. I was like, that shit isn't worth it, man. Fam.
I feel like you out from your shell.
I was like, because I had 2 major heartbreaks. I've told the stories multiple times. Year 7, year 8, I liked 2 different girls, but each of them for a whole year, and they were out here fucking with fuck niggas, bro.
So Peter was like,
they were out here fucking with fuck with niggas. So I was just in my head. I was like, women are not worth it. Self growth is important, and that's the fact.
Retweet. But men are not worth it.
If look.
Some are.
Justin, let me say this. If you want to be friends with a girl, make sure you're actually friends with her. I'm friends with Bole. I'm friends with Christine. I'm friends with Lauren, and more other girls in my life. But if I want to smash you, I'm going to be up and front with you. I want to, I want you to be my thing. All the girls know that I wanted to smash, even though low key. I can be friendly with you, but I'm not going to be that much of I'm not going to be as close as you are close with Bola. You feel me? You know my intentions, basically. You know that. Peter is out there.
I actually genuinely respect that. I like Peter. You've always been the person to just be just clear.
You say it how it is.
Blunt. You have to say it how it is, and that's something that I struggle with. Because I'd be like, hey, you trying to talk about this or
Oh my God!
I can't
I'd be the same way.
Justin needed me in his life. Oh my God, man.
Justin, I still experienced that. I mean, one of the experiences, I don't know if I've told this on this podcast, but there was a time I was in a frat and I matched this girl on Tinder. Jesus, do you know the story I'm talking about?
Wait, what's the story? Wait, keep going.
The girl I matched with on Tinder, and I was talking to her.
Is it the tall one?
The tall one, bro. The tall one.
Oh
so Justin, I was talking to this girl in a frat, right?
You told the story actually, yeah.
And bro, she was taller than me. And you know me, I've always said I like tall girls. When I saw it face to face, oh my gosh, I was shivering. I was like,
I'm not shivering.
I was scared, Justin. I was like, this girl is a giant. She's taller than me, bro. When I opened my mouth, nothing came out. It was literally just air. It was like.
Was she like 60 plus?
No, she was probably like 5'11", like close to 6, and that's quite tall for a girl. So just imagine her in heels.
Yeah, 5'11", that's tall 6.
Yeah, so and I'm a 5'9" man, but I was just like, damn, man, I really need to, I basically couldn't talk to her. I was gasping for air basically, and I messed up about that. But it is what it is. We learn from our mistakes, but you just have to keep on trying. I mean, I wasn't always like this. I was always like year 7, year 8 in secondary school. I was very passive, and I never directly told the girls that I liked her for a whole year. I was always denying, I'll give you things, I'll give you my meat pie, my sausage roll. I'll be that guy,
we talked about this in what episode? Exactly. We talked about it episode 14 or 15. Yeah. One of those episodes, So I mean, we all have to go through our growth process. Exactly. It is what it is. Every guy has to go through. The only thing is,
we were talking about heartbreaks, right? Hey, I had 2 big ones. The first one was in 10th grade, and I'm telling you, same thing. Some girls were nice to me, and guess what? She liked my best friend.
Damn.
So after that, things were clear. Hey, I was heartbroken for months. It took me a long time to get over it. But then senior year, I got my first girlfriend. Not that it's some sort of achievement, but I started dating this girl.
I mean, it is.
It's something. It's something. It was a goal. You achieved the goal.
It wasn't a goal. It just happened. But then we ended up we broke up, and then going into what was it sophomore year, there was this other girl that was a situationship. Basically, long story short, I liked her. Actually, no. I mean, I liked her because she was playing games, right? Because she was making it seem like she liked me, but she didn't actually like me. She liked this other dude. I was just like, what's going on? But the thing is, she got me, right? So I was just like, oh, she likes me. So I started liking her even more. And it turns out she didn't even like me. So hey, I remember us talking at late at night once, and she was like, yeah, this shit ain't happening. I was like, that. I walked home from her apartment to back to the frat on the other side of campus. I remember the moon was a full moon that night.
Wow.
Y'all know from Highland Street to
that's a walk.
It's quite the walk.
I was crying in my eyes. I wasn't crying, but I was mentally crying, bro. I was just I literally remember that going home. It was 4 a.m, just staring at the ceiling, damn.
Justin,
shit.
Yeah, no. It's not, girls are beautiful. They are lovely. They are always. But you have to control yourself. At the end of the day, Justin, we've all had those same emotions. That same heartbreak, and It's just the way you bounce back from it and how you analyze the situation in the first place. You know what I mean? Like if you were being passive in the beginning and she wasn't being direct with you, or you weren't being direct with her, or both of you weren't being direct, that's what you end up with. You know what I mean? Mixed feelings or like misunderstandings. You know what I mean? If I wanted to toast a girl at WPI, you would know that I like the girl. I mean, everyone would see it. Bola would know. You know what I mean? Chiso would know. And I'll even say it. I'll be like, you know, I'll be open with it. I have no fear.
Man, I'm trying to go in. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not like that. You know, I'm not a very direct toaster. Let me just say, I'm not like like a.
He'll come from the corners,
on the sidelines.
I'll do it. Basically, I'm just a guy that will make you laugh. That's the way I approach the girls I like. But I will do it. I don't know how. I don't know how to explain.
It's organic vibes. Exactly. Organic vibes. You know, Mr. Organic right here.
Let's stop talking about relationship because I know we all have.
Actually, can I just get this off my chest? Can I just get this off my chest? No, it's not about heartbreaks or anything, but just kind of like just about Justin. You know, like. It was what, because I remember seeing you around that season, you know, with the girl with the whole, in my head I was just like, damn bro, like, because I wasn't really connected with you guys on that deeper level where I knew all you guys' tea, but I could kind of see it, you know, I go here just here and there. I was just like, damn man, I wish I could mentor this young blood. In my head I was just like, damn man, this is
I could have used it, man. Peter, if you had told me that then, maybe I would have saved me like 6 months of strike.
The truth is that the best you can do for yourself is self-improvement.
Yep.
You know, and through that self-improvement you might be able to mitigate your emotions when you feel that again, and be able to understand that like it's not about her, or I mean it's not about you, it's about her, because of you've already put yourself on the plate and she just didn't like the flavor, but another girl might like that, you know, spice and what you bring to the table. You just have to accept that, and that's just the truth. There are more, and like I said this on this podcast, there are billions of women in this world. You have to be realistic with yourselves. A girl might not like you, but you know, a girl of the same caliber might like you. You just have to accept that. You move on, basically. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And self-improve on yourself.
I'm sure you've broken a few hearts yourself too, man. So we're just talking about it. But my guy has broken a few in his, you know, he's looking up, trying to look confused, but he knows the truth. He's thinking about them right now. You won't expose him yet.
He's thinking about how many, not if he's
how
done.
Many
if he's done.
You know?
All right. all right. Let's move on. You know, this is some sweet tea, but let's move on from this. Let's talk about a really good thing that you're doing right now. When you started, you know, during your time in WPI. Let's talk about Doughboys. Just can you go into that?
Yeah. It's funny because it started from just a love for pancakes. You know, I'll shout out my mom because she would always like buy me pancakes. She would supply my habit. You know. Didn't eat vegetables, nothing. She just said, "You want pancakes? You got it." But yeah, I like always ate pancakes growing up, and then same thing when I got into college. I would still be having my microwave pancakes in my mini fridge, and you know I had so many. I really did. So then people, you know, like my roommates were like, "Yo, what are you gonna do with these? You should start selling them." And like one of my roommates literally said that, and then at that moment. Like the idea all clicked. Like I think we all had the idea. Like it all came to our head at the same time. Because I was like, yo, like, yeah, right. Like I'm gonna start selling these. And it was funny because literally that night, like I started selling them. I made like 10 bills that day.
Wow.
And yeah, because I was selling them for like.
What's 10 bills? Can you explain that slang to me?
Oh,
$10.
$10. $10.
Oh my gosh! I thought you were saying like 10. I thought you were saying 10,000.
10,000
in one night.
I was like, Justin, I bet
pancake.
Let me enter this business.
I wasn't making much, but I did make enough money to buy a phone. So that was kind of cool.
Okay, nice. Which one? Samsung, LG.
It was like an iPhone 6.
Okay. So you had enough money to buy an iPhone. Okay.
For some pancakes. But yeah, no, I started doing that like right in freshman year, but then it was getting too much. So I was really making the food, delivering it. Y'all know we had this like transportation system that would take you within a mile of campus.
Yeah.
So wherever Snap goes, Doughboys
go.
Ooh. We'll come to you right to your doorsteps.
Right. I remember
Uber
delivering
Eats
the
before
Rita.
Uber Eats.
But yeah, so it was sick. Like I was really like the idea came freshman year, but like very quickly like I was like, yo, I can't really be doing this, and I kind of put it to the side. But But then like people kept asking me like, yo, where the pancakes at? Like, yo, what happened to Doughboys? I was like, chill, I'm really trying to pass these classes and not fail. Like, y'all gotta let me live. But you know, that pressure, I appreciate it so much, because I was just like, like you know, I like these people like are giving me like validation, like, yo, this is kind of like a good idea. And I even entered competitions like very preliminary that I didn't do like far then, but I was just like, yeah, like people believe in this. And then it wasn't until like my senior year, the first thing that was like, I had done like a project in one of the class, like a web class. So I like made a website for this, because I had used Doughboys to like continue like my own personal development. Like anytime I had like a CS project, I'd be like, okay, I can use this, and just building it, you know, and not know where it's gonna go. It wasn't until like the final semester of my senior year, and this was 2020, so like we're in a pandemic, so I had a lot of free time, right? So it wasn't until I was just like, yo, like I'm gonna really start this business. Like it kind of came to me when the idea to get a food truck came to me. I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna really like, you know, push this business forward. And with that idea too, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be a business owner, I'm gonna make sure that, you know, this is very impactful and purposeful, because this is gonna be my life. So I was like, so I was also like, yeah, like I'm gonna really focus on like, you know, providing for food, like not just be focused on profits, and you know, support a greater mission than just like, you know, being a company focused on, you know, just building itself and supporting the community.
You know what's so funny about that? Like you said, you brought back your business in the pandemic, basically during the pandemic. That's the exact same time me and Jason brought the podcast back too as well.
Yeah, exactly.
There were, just in general, there were a lot of businesses and things started because people realized the power in themselves and taking ownership and not just wanting to work for someone else.
Yeah, I mean, your eyes opens up, and everything else slowed down. Once those things happen at the same time, just more like, yo, what am I gonna do with my life, you know? And then like, when you see people getting laid off, this and that, but it's just like, bro,
pandemic babies.
You know,
it's like, yo, I need to take control of my life.
Quarantine base, you know,
quarantine base, things like that.
In the past.
Oh, man. But nah, man, that was huge, man. I mean, I remember like seeing the article, like, and even like Justin being on the news with his Doughboy. I was just like, wow, this Doughboys actually took off like this. Like Doughboys actually took off like this. I would say, like, what's the greater mission though with the company now? Because I know you said it started from people saying, oh, like pancakes, give us pancake, and making selling deliveries $1 each. But like, where do you see it going, and what's the mission for it right now?
Right, so right now, and the mission statement changed like 3 times. Right now, it's like a social justice and sustainability corporation focused on solving food insecurity. I'm saying that, but like really now, it's more so just like we are trying to end world hunger, right? Like we are trying to build sustainable food systems to consistently be, feeding people that aren't fed. So things we do is one, direct relief. So we will make food and deliver it to homeless shelters, to homeless persons. We are, and also there's like so many ways of supporting, food security. We are advocating for sustainable food systems, for food sharing, just, telling people, hey, you can literally go, to people who are suffering from food and give them food, and, even establish a consistent basis. Like, so those are things we're advocating for. Like we are educational hub. We have a YouTube channel where we also educate on the topics that we're doing. So again, like giving myself like a roof over my head is good, and like it's a goal of like growing the business, but really like this goal, like, and what I'm trying to do is end world hunger, and like it won't be like I won't feel accomplished till that happens. It gives me a lot to work on,
My guy, I like that. It's not as if I want to say that like your main goal should always be endless, but I think it's important when you understand that like some goals are not achievable, but you should strive for those specific kind of goals. Basically, that's why that's one of the reasons we started this Afro Journal podcast. To bring the voice, African voices into the mainstream. It's not obviously going to be fully there, but we are striving to make that possible. And one day maybe it will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, all these like this for example, like this podcast is very important. Like you find the need. Like the need is to uplift people, to share their voice, and it's very specific. It's a subsect, and just growing that, like you're giving me a platform. You can give other people a platform. So that's why we said earlier, like when people discover and decide to do their own thing, like, they're solving a need, and that's why I appreciate y'all, especially the consistency. Hey, every episode, I see y'all working.
Yeah. Oh man, shout out, man. Appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah, we love it. But I think I want to create some perspective for this though, because technically, you told me that you quit your job to do this thing full time now. So this is started as a kind of like a light bulb moment during pandemic, and now it's like a full time. It's actually full time for me right now. And even just seeing Justin's growth in it, I told you, like Justin came into the WP as the awkward kid that was taking L. Like we're laughing about it now, but look at this boy. Like step out of his comfort zone.
A whole businessman.
Yeah.
A whole business.
On the radio, on TV, in the news.
Talk about how you go your kitchen, bro. Talk about how you go your kitchen.
And it's really just the community. That's the biggest thing. Like as y'all say, like I've been able to get on the news, been on TV, but that's really just because like people are starting to support, like they understand the mission more so. And my school, like we're working out of a kitchen now, and it's crazy. We started in a dorm room.
Right, dorm room.
It's really just because like people, like really they're telling me like they just believe in the mission. Like even the kitchen itself now, like they deliver like hot meals to people. That's what they primarily do. And so they heard my mission, and it was offered like from a connection at our school. So they're like, hey, like our operations align, like we will help you provide a space, and it's incredible. I wouldn't be able to operate without it.
That's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to the WPI.
That's so dope.
Shout out to the WPI for
they be charging us, but they be blessing at the same time. So.
Wait, is Doughboys only native to Worcester, or can I expect it to be coming soon to a city near me?
25-8.
Okay.
All over the world.
Global.
Not yet, though. Not yet.
We global,
right now,
baby.
we're doing mostly event catering in Worcester. But as y'all said, like I'm trying to really grow this business. So, we'll be around hopefully soon. Just get me some funding.
all right. I mean, hopefully we can go on your YouTube channel and discuss more about the technicalities about Doughboys. So if you guys want to hear about that, you make sure to subscribe to Justin's channel. Follow him on Twitter, Instagram. So what's the ad?
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
Right. YouTube Dough Club. Dough BYZ on Twitter, Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, Dough Club.
Hey.
Period.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Justin, for. Hey, you sound like a YouTuber now. But thank you so much for sharing your story, and we really appreciate what your vision and goal. We hope Doughboy the best of success. And we'll pray. We will keep you in our prayers, basically.
Thank you, and I'm looking forward to y'all coming on the Dough Club so we can, part two of this.
Period.
Hey.
Bet. All
right, but before we go, let's play a little game.
So our game today, we're gonna be doing a little cipher because J-Boy, back in the WPI days, he had a lot of bars. He came with the heat, spitting.
They call me J Bars.
J Bars. Period. So we each, we're gonna go around, spit a little of what we got, and we'll go from there. So.
Do we have a beat?
I think we should have a beat.
All right, let me see if I can find a beat. We can go a cappella. Fuck it.
Let's just do a cappella. A cappella vibes is nice. No music.
All right, let's go.
Oh, who wants to go first? Guess first.
Mr. Mentor, show us the way.
Actually, Mentor, show us the way.
Why you guys do this? Nah. I feel like I want to do ladies first. Chivalry is not dead.
It's dead right now.
Chivalry is not dead.
You've been saying you were trying to guide me. I'm looking for your guidance.
Exactly.
But they never call me C-Bar. They don't never call me that.
Guy, rap. Show us them Chisom bars.
Chisom bars. Alright, let's see if we can, it is what it is, man. Jack of all trades. Why am I blanking right now, man? Alright, let me see. Let me try to do something special, Baby girl, what's your name? Get me on your page. I am your sage. Burn that sage.
Let me do my own because
redeem me.
All right.
Redeem me.
All right.
Peter, your word is.
No, shut. You're not
You
going
know
yeah.
the word.
You know what the word?
Oh, I give
You know the word.
Do the word. Do the word.
What is going to be hard though? I had some
You
rhymes
know
in
the
my
word?
head already, but
Oh, yeah, that's alright. Go with your rap.
all right. I got a cup. She give me top.
Ooh.
I break her back. She wants me back. Oh,
What?
This is a chick, but by side. Yeah,
He's done.
Chef Ferrero.
Just end it right there. Cut it.
Chef Ferrero on the
You
beat.
started off nice.
Yo,
Then you killed it.
He did start. Bole, he did start there.
Bole, those were
He
the
did
only-
start
those
there.
There was
only-
potential.
Those were
He
the only
said, I
two
am
lines.
about the top. Break her back. I was like,
No, before the back.
No. I wanted to say I'm on the top.
Oh, I'm
she
a
give me
cop.
top. Like I wanted to say, bro. I had some rhymes in my head that didn't flow well, but it's
You
okay.
should let him keep going. He was going to bring it all together. I felt.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Well,
come full
break.
circle.
Take, fake,
Make.
make.
I know what
Take.
Bole. I don't know what these Afro journal
Lick.
boys are doing, but you need to represent
Make.
for us. You
I-
need to represent.
Give
for
me a
us.
word. Give me a
Yo,
word.
I don't do rap. I do Afrobeat.
DJ Bull in the
Bole.
mix.
You know your word is fake.
Okay,
Alright.
fake. All these haters.
She was like, oh, this haters.
Remix.
Okay.
Bring it back. Bring
Okay.
it back. All right.
All these friends are fake.
Oh.
They make me want to break.
Oh.
Break
They
your
make me want to take.
Oh.
What are you taking?
Hey. so I took them to the lake.
So I baked my cake
We cook it. Let's get it. No boy.
And all they did was hate.
in the chef, in the kitchen with bowl.
Okay.
Damn.
I took out a
Eating
stroll.
rice in a bowl.
No, I took
In the
out a
kitchen
stroll.
with bowl. I'll take you on the stroll
Oh, okay.
so we can come back to the hole.
Oh, hole.
It'll take a tongue.
She's on the roll.
You don't want to be a troll.
Bars. Mic drop.
No, drop that mic. Drop
DJ Boy.
Our partially nursery school rhymes in this bitch.
J Boy.
I'm gonna need a word.
Twinkle.
No,
no, your word is
Pancake.
twinkle.
No. I'll say it. accumulate.
Oh, pancake.
Jeez.
Accumulate.
Oh.
Accumulate.
Wait, which one?
Accumulate.
Accumulate. Yo. What?
What? What kind of word is that?
Pancake.
I guess it's fine, honestly.
All right, pancake. Give him pancake.
Damn. All right.
I make her ass shake. I give you one day. I give you.
I'll be getting cake. People on my plate. I'm trying to hate. No, I cannot delay. I'm out here shepping it up. You know, I got it in my cup. Making all these pancakes.
Okay.
And all this cake. You know, delay.
I make her ass shake.
Cake.
That's all I got.
Cake.
All right, yo, you guys rate our rapping
Honestly-
skills, man. Rate our
Oh
rapping
man,
skills.
I hate that you guys always make me go first. I feel like it's so unfair, man.
You're
Just
the
like-
leader. You're the mentor.
who is the leader of what?
He's been.
I mean, Justin said it himself.
Okay.
Justin said it himself.
I was
man.
about
I'm
to say
your
leader of what?
You know they say
I was
follow
about-
your leader.
Leader of what, man? I'm about to correct that mistake right there.
Follow your leader, baby boy. Follow your leader.
We're all co-leaders.
Head gets.
Yeah, we're all co-leaders in this podcast.
Oh man, follow your leader. Follow your leader.
All right. I'll be the official, judge. Bole, 1 out of 10. Chiso, -3 out of 10. Justin, 3 out of 10. Peter, 10 out of 10.
You know
That's
what?
crazy.
We'll just cut that part out. We'll edit that part out, and then just cut it out right there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much for being on this podcast. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right. So,
For real.
Wait, before you end, your proverb.
yeah, proverb.
I got
Let's get a
something
proverb.
for y'all. For y'all listening at home. Now listen to this. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. So make sure y'all come through next week for that interpretation. You know, don't miss another hot episode of the Afro Journal podcast.
You already
Period.
know, man.
Sweat,
You
sweat,
already
sweat.
know.
Period.
Covenant hot always.
All right. That gave me goosebumps.
You can see Peter's hair standing.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's end this episode,
Appreciate
man. All
you.
right. All right. So this has been the Afro Journal. It's your boy, Chef Pirero, Peter Nkochukiem, Chibuzo Alioko Jr.
And it's your girl, DJ Bull. We all clearly know who won that, so
I
give
think we
the
all took
stars
L's, but
where
it's
they
okay.
are.
You know what? I think today my name has turned into C bars. They
Not
call me
C
C
bars.
bars.
No bars. No bars, Chisom.
Jerry.
It's the
Not bullet
Ghanaian
track.
chief, J Money, J Boy. What's up? Thanks for having me, y'all. It's been real.
All right.
It's
Real,
real.
man.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.